Hi, let's discuss Africa, shall we? Well, some interesting facts or news that actually dropped recently about Africa that I want to share with you guys. Are you guys ready to learn or to know something about Africa? Well, don't go nowhere. Sit tight. This is Vidashi Studios. Let's go. Okay, so recently was shared by the African Thousand People saying Africa's highest number of citizens willing to migrate. Okay, so I want to discuss African countries or African citizens who are actually in the will to migrate from the various African countries by percentage wise. Okay, so let's go. All right, so number one is Liberia. It is said that Liberians want to migrate with a percentage of 76%. Number two is Sierra Leone with a percentage of 75%. Number three is Ghana with 65%. Number four is DR Congo, 54%. And number five is Nigeria with 51%. And number six is the Gambia with 50%. And number seven is Comoros with 48%. And number 8 is Togo with 45%. And number 9 is Eswatini with 45% too. And number 10 is Guinea with 44%. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, these are your top African countries or African citizens in their various African countries who are actually willing to migrate from the various African countries. There we have starting from Liberia down to Sierra Leone, Ghana, DR Congo, Nigeria, to Gambia, to the Eswatini, to the Togolese people, the Comoros. All these people are said to want to migrate from the various African country with the percentage under them. So there you have it. You have seen the percentages of how willingly these people are trying to leave their various African countries. Now the question is, why do you guys want to leave? That's the question here. Well, see this. Well, someone came and says, South African though, he says, I expect South Africa to be last on this list. South Africans don't see the need to migrate anywhere because we have all that the world has to offer right here on our doorsteps. Okay, so that is a South African though. He is believing that you guys can leave, but he knew for a fact that South Africa won't be part of this list because SA have almost everything that they need at their doorsteps. So why should they even travel? So the question to you guys is that South Africans knows the reason why they should not travel though. So to the countries on this list, the Ghanaians, the Nigerians, the DR Congos, the Liberians, the Sierra Leone, the Cameroons, the Gambias, and the why do you guys want to leave your various African countries? At the comment section, explain yourself right now. Okay, now the source to this information is Gulob's survey. Okay, so Gulob's survey is the source to this information. You can just check it up on Google, just Google it, and then just Gulob's survey concerning African migration 2024, you get the whole thing that you need to know, okay? Every little details. But don't forget, this is actually based on how they ask people in the various countries and how willing these people want to migrate. That's how they came to get this percentage-wise. That means if you take about 10 people and ask them in these various countries, about 8 or 9 or 10 or 5 people will decide to or want to leave their various African countries. That is how come they got this percentage-wise, okay? So you can also check out more about them on the Gulob's survey and you can get all the needs and the guests you need. This is African time and I'm always here to discuss Africa with you. Not with emotions though, with pure facts, and then we learn something about the content too. That is the most important thing about Vidashi Studios here. Hope you guys are enjoying it. This is 2025 though. 2024 was awesome. 2025 is going to be mega awesome. Hope you guys are ready for more. Wow. Let's see. This one also came commenting and says, Liberia is messed up. The leaders corrupt and no opportunities. Okay, so this is an African saying that, if Liberia is part of this list, he is not surprised because, hey, see, Liberia is actually messed up and they're suffering. Their leaders are corrupt and then there's no opportunities in the country. So, yeah, everyone or anyone who wants to leave that country. That is sad to see. Well, this one also came and says, how is Ghana above Nigeria? That is someone's question, though. He's asking, how is Ghana above Nigeria? Gulob's survey, a Ghanaian asked you guys a question. How are more Ghanaians want to leave Ghana than a Nigerian want to leave Nigeria? Because we all know how Nigerians actually talks about migrating, Jackpa, want to go abroad, want to leave Nigeria. It's mostly known or is widely known on the internet how much Nigerians want to leave their country. But Ghana though, really? The Ghanaians really want to leave their country that much? Well, I'm a Ghanaian and I know what's happening. Yeah, for sure, people want to leave this country, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Okay, now, let's actually dive inside and see more about this Gulob's survey that he did. So, it's on the source is Gulob though. So, he says, West Africa is the epicenter of the most intense push for migration away from Africa. The Gambia, the Liberia, the Sierra Leone, Ghana, and Nigeria are 5 of the 6 African countries where at least half of the population want to move abroad. According to Gullop, these countries are also in the top 10 countries worldwide with the highest desire for migration. Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation, has experienced a bubbling wave of immigration in recent years, especially driven by young people seeking work, education, and security. Okay, so they're saying that West Africa actually is the hub of migration. People actually want to move from this West African countries. Mostly, as they listed here, mostly the Gambians, the Liberians, Sierra Leone, Ghana, and then Nigeria. These guys are the top countries that want to live. Even they said that even the top 10 African countries that are actually in or willing to migrate, they have 6 West African nations representing. And they're saying that even worldwide too, top migration or top people desire to travel abroad in the continent, worldwide, globally, you will find a lot of West African countries inside. Yeah, that's something they're talking about. And they actually say that Nigeria, being Africa's most populous country, also have a lot of youthful people trying to seek work, education, and then security from their country, Nigeria, wanted to travel because of, and they say the youthful people, not just old people, but the youth that can actually stay home and build Africa, wanting to live in Nigeria. That is so sad. So they say more than a third of Africans want to move permanently to live somewhere else. A new high, according to 2023 survey by Gullop in 2012, 29% wanted to migrate. Last year, the number was 37%. Well, that is it. It says that according to the new law or the new news out there, or the new research saying that about more than third out of Africans people want to migrate from Africa. Wow, that is insane. And I'm saying that in somewhere 2012 coming, it was about 29% increasement by only 1 year. It moved from 29% to 37%. That people, that's how much eager people are actually willing to leave the African continent. Okay, so that is something that fascinating. I want you guys to know. So we're actually discussing top African countries or citizens that are willing to migrate from the various African countries. They are saying that most of the migration they are doing is permanently. Yeah, but the Gullop survey is saying that permanently, most of the people who migrate want to live permanently. What might be so bad that you want to live permanently from your home country? Why, bro? Well, that is something interesting to share with you guys. My name is Vilashi. This is African Time. Hopefully you guys enjoy this section, and then hopefully I'll learn something about the continent too. That is in 2024. This is what's happening in some various African countries, and mostly my West Africa, which I'm part of the Western African people too. But hey, I don't know why people want to leave. But in Ghana, it's high alert. Our last government actually failed most of us, so it got tough and intense that somewhere for the past 4 years, people actually wanted to leave the country. So I understand the point of my country. It was actually hard those times. But let's see, there's a new government in town. Let's see how things move with our economy. But until then, my name is Vilashi. This is Vilashi Studios. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to share a comment at the comment section. And most importantly, share this and then subscribe. Let's have more African Time, shall we? See you guys around.